Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you back to another Rage video, where tonight, ladies and gentlemen, have I got a special one in store for you. Now, you may remember a couple of months ago, I checked out this song called Wolf Totem by Mongolian alternative rock, I kind of almost want to say. They're called The Who, not to be confused with, Roger Daltrey. And Roger Daltrey was in The Who, wasn't he? But okay, I'm only saying these things as bit Roger Daltrey, so I'm thinking, yeah, definitely. Okay, the only reason I bring all this up is because after nearly 7 months, we are now moving on to their second song. Well, at least the second song that I wanted to check out anyway. And it's called Yuve, You. And I'm not entirely sure what the translation is technically meant to be, because obviously these guys are from Mongolia. And I have had the chance to see the music video myself in the meantime for Wolf Totem. It looks like... It looks like those guys were literally ready for war on motorcycles, and you got that one guy riding on a majestic white horse, it looked like a nearly 25 hand horse too. And I among many things I loved about Wolf Totem was the energy, the throat singing, the intimidation these guys presented. It sounded like the sort of song you would expect, like the villains from a Disney film. In fact, if they literally made this, if they literally put this in Mulan, I don't think it would have changed too much. But you know what? At least we would have got an awesome song about it. And I'm talking about the remake of Mulan as well. Don't watch that movie. There's nothing to like in it, sadly. So, putting all that aside, let's see what our boys have been up to. I heard even Elton John was a fan of these guys, so that's something. So, if you guys want to check out the original video for yourselves, links will all be in the description down below. Let's begin. Yuve, You. In 3, 2, 1, and it immediately begins. Oh my god. I'm scared. I'm really scared. So these are just the guys and all, they're just like, this is just their day. And they got the horse. Oh.
This I pledge you on my honor as a Roman.
Oh,
That's what he's got! A scorpion!
Denmark against Portugal, really? Oh god. Oh, are you kidding me? What on earth is this? So, yeah, it's a very wide departure from Wolf Totem, but something that's become very, very, like, a gigantic running theme in a lot of Who's material is that these guys are extraordinarily proud of their homeland, and they are extraordinarily proud of restoring a lot of patriotism into not only themselves, probably not even to the wider nation of Mongolia as well, but also the fact that it's cool. It's a really cool. It's almost got shades of like a classic Irish sort of band. Maybe like God Almighty. Like I generally don't know how. Well, I don't really think I can actually name any examples at the moment. But it's meant to be like jovial, it's meant to be like uplifting, and it's still carrying the message that, you know what, we claim to be these great ancestors, descendants of these great Mongolian ancestors, that we're supposed to be warriors, and we're supposed to be grand, and we're supposed to be powerful. And yet we're literally sitting on our asses, absolutely doing nothing. We're just become just a part of the world. And what's become, and that's what this is really all about. It's about, actually standing for something, actually having the dignity to call yourself Mongolian. That's what it's meant to be all about. Why it's so hard to cherish the ancestors' inherited land. How strange. How priceless edifications of elders turning to ashes. It's like maintaining, a lot of what makes them special and influencing it with exactly what's with modern as well. I mean, let's be completely real here, ladies and gentlemen. I have absolutely no doubt whatsoever that the Who are very, very proud of where they come from. But maybe this could also like extend to like other countries at large as well, about being proud of where you come from and being proud of the heritage of where of your land. And this is something that you hear something quite a lot in like Sabaton as well, where they explore stories and similar to to Manowar as well. They talk a lot about chivalry and bravery and heroism, but how much of that is explored today? How much of that is showcased in the world with everything that goes on? So why is it important, and why should we continue to have it? And there's plenty of reasons to have it. Well, if I haven't mentioned this before, ladies and gentlemen, I think I may as well now. These guys, and let me tell you something right now, ladies and gentlemen. I've heard a lot of great stuff throughout the years. But I gotta tell you right now exactly what I think about The Who right now, just before well, there's a couple of things I just straight up want to say about these guys right now. But it really goes to show you how much like the heavy metal enthusiasts the world over really are the most open-minded, some of the most charismatic, the most diplomatic, and some of the most open-armed, welcoming sons of bitches you could possibly expect. You want to know why that is, ladies and gentlemen? It's best almost summarized in the very first comment right here. When Mongolia language has 4 million speakers, but your video gets 30 million views, that's when you know you're doing something right. Spoiler alert, that was 3 years ago. It now has 105 million views. And to be honest, I think I know exactly why that is. Because like so many of my other favorites, like I mentioned, like Sabaton and Manowar, you could tell these guys wrote it with pretty much all the passion you could possibly expect. And it's toppled with such a unique blend of music as well. I'm gonna find out exactly what instruments they do use, because I know it was like mentioned as well. What instruments did the what do the Who use? They use a Morin car. I believe that's what it calls. It's called a horsehead fiddle. And ironically as well, I wasn't even going to mention this, but the way it took on an almost Irish sort of sound, it really did almost look like a cross between like a 4-string guitar and a fiddle, which I think that was absolutely what it was meant to be. So you got a Morin car, a Toshavar, a Mongolian guitar, and a Tumor Kur, which is a jaw harp, which I suspect is literally it's just meant to be like another, maybe another variation, I think. Well, it might have not even been mentioned, perhaps, but I also love the fact you can also see the horses' heads on the end as well. I think that's part of just, again, their culture at large, but it doesn't make them stand out fantastic, like you wouldn't believe. Aside from the other things, aside from the fact that the direction they take from like posing videos in mountainsides, probably where even Genghis Khan had traveled across, or maybe at least a section of his army, on top of like rocks overlooking lakes or the ocean, on top of like sand dunes as well. These guys literally, this is like their home. This is their land. They are the ancestors and the the holders of this great piece of the earth. And another thing I just wanted to straight up get into all of this that I want to put into, I want to make this absolutely as clear as day just before we go. When all things are said and done, and when all the chips are down and all that, it is because perhaps maybe some people think that a lot of modern music is dead, is when it causes guys like The Who to rise, just to show the world that music is not dead, and there are so many things you can still do with it. And I think, honest to God, The Who have got to be so. This is again, like I said, this is why I think they're so welcomed, and they are so open to millions of listeners across the world, because you can sense every single of one of the things I mentioned, from the attention to detail, the techniques in throat singing, how proud they are of their homeland, the way these guys dress, the way they look, the way the direction of the videos, and again taking it back to Wolf Totem, is that these guys look and sound like they have been doing this literally for 30 years. It is the culmination of some of the most talented groups of people as far across the world. Well, I was originally going to say all the way from Mongolia, to be honest, because I honestly don't know how many other groups from Mongolia or even from East Asia can go toe to toe with these guys. I mean, Ninja Nisu, maybe. Ex-Japan, maybe. But no, this is a completely different breed of animal altogether. And my God, it is one of the most awesome looking and sounding feelings you can get when you look like you're ready for war, because you have got everything in place. Like I said, it's absolutely mesmerizing how good these guys are. So anyway, I hope all of you guys have enjoyed this reaction video to Yuve, or How Strange by The Who. Please make sure to leave all your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys thought of Yuve for yourselves. And I cannot wait to see all of you guys again in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye for now.